Hey everybody, this is Modesta from Purpose and Excellence. This is our day 4. This is the number 4 secret to success for Womanaire. Amp up your knowledge. So listen, not everything that people do in the marketplace, they went to school for it. People don't get certification for every single thing that they do. So where you feel you've lost confidence, where you feel that I've been out of the game for so long, maybe I need to go back and take a course, or, maybe I need to, get another degree, or, do something formal, do something to add to my profile so that I'm more convincing when I get back to the world of work. Let me let you know, you can amp up your knowledge without having to spend the extra money and the extra time, which you probably don't have right now with all the responsibilities you have as a Womanaire, for you to hit the ground running in 2019. So what does this look like? So what do I do, for instance? I YouTube a lot. I remember there was this time I had to meet some dignitary in Tanzania. Don't do this. But I wanted more information about this person. And you should always Google people. You should always look at what interests them. The organizations they work with. This is, free tips right here. Interests, associations they're part of, etc. Because when you want to have a conversation with someone, you need to know all that they come with. And especially if it's one of those just opportunity meetups, then you know the angle from which you can approach a conversation with them. So here's Modesta driving myself to the place, and also I was reading my iPad in traffic as I'm driving so I can get more information about the person I'm about to meet, so that our conversation can be all that richer because I got to know more about him. So YouTube, get on free courses. I do a lot of free webinars, a lot of free courses. Whoever is offering a course in an area I'm interested in, I subscribe when the time shows up, whether convenient or not. I set the alarm, I show up, I stay throughout that course. If it's a 1-hour thing, I'm doing it. If it's all week, I am doing it. Whatever it takes. There are people who have prepared material, they have invested the time, they're probably certified in that area. And here they are offering of their services for free. So you best believe I sign up to that online. What else, Womanaire? You can volunteer at places. You get to get the exposure of those areas, especially if this is what you're looking to get into when you get back into the marketplace. And so volunteer. By so doing, you get exposed to a whole lot more than your immediate duties. And you can even volunteer to do something that will be that bridge between what you used to do before you got out of the game, before you got out of the marketplace, before you lost confidence, to what you want to do, when you continue there from. Not everything that you do has to have, formal education for you to feel confident. So I'm going to increase a degree and I'm going to increase a professional certification. Not everything has to cost you to attend, and not everything you do has to have monetary returns. So a lot of the things that I get involved in, I get built up, I get to learn, but I also develop relationships, that will take me onto my next step. But also not just in for investing for tomorrow, but in being in those contexts, I am getting to learn things that somebody else will have to go through an entire MBA to know. And so amp up your knowledge. It is not enough to say, oh, well, it's been such a long time and I can't afford to do a course, or, where is the time to do that? Use this size bite, things that you can access on the internet. YouTube videos are the best. I also subscribe to a lot of blogs, a lot of newsletters, so Monday I might get something on, spiritual development in the kingdom. Another day I'm getting something on personal finance. I've actually joined and subscribe for an entire year. Yes, people, you can pay an entire year subscription to learn. I have subscribed for an entire year to, it's called the Live Richer Academy. And I am learning about personal finance, about investing. You best believe you need to have wealth to go along with your professional development. You don't want to always be dependent on other people, but you also want to be a blessing in your sphere of influence. And that won't just come from your salary or what you're generating necessarily from your business. You should also learn to develop wealth. Another free tip I'm giving, it's the Christmas spirit. Gifts everywhere. Presents far and wide. So Womanaire, There is no reason why you cannot develop yourself, even if you feel you've been out of the game for a long time. You can choose to amp up your knowledge. The fourth secret to success: amp up your knowledge by learning on social media, by attending, other people's courses, especially if they're offering it for free, by subscribing to newsletters so that you're getting all this information coming in throughout your week that you can develop yourself, and setting time aside to actually go through them. There's some subscriptions that will be for 3 months, it's free, and thereafter you're contemplating as to whether it's something you want to continue with. Try for 3 months and see if it's something you want to do. If you want to, save up to invest for it. If not, you can cancel your subscription, but you've learned a lot. And so these are ways you can amp up your knowledge. You can get a mentor, a coach. You can shadow someone in the area in which you want to grow yourself into when you hit the ground running in 2019, so that through their wisdom, their certification, their experience, their challenges, you're reaping a harvest from lessons they learned, from tried and trusted methods that they have applied to get ahead in life. There's so many ways to amp up your knowledge. Do not allow yourself to remain stagnant, static, not going anywhere just because you've been out of the game. As I said when I was introducing this program, you can come out more resilient, more purposeful, more competent, even if you've been out of the game, because you're doing all this background work that'll make you relevant in your sphere of influence. So number one was know your why. Know why you want to develop yourself, and know why 2019 has to be different. It absolutely has to be different from any other year you've lived. Number two, remember your patterns. There's a way you've been year in, year out. 1st of January comes, 31st of December comes, and you're thinking, God, hopefully next year will be better. I had a conversation with a friend of mine today. Well, we're messaging back and forth, and he was talking about how this year was terrible. And he says, but I don't want to complain, LOL, I'm not complaining, LOL, I'm not complaining. And I said, oh, great, I'm so glad that you've got a good attitude towards everything that you went through. And I'm so sorry, you had to go through all of this. And, you went it alone, because I only get to find out in December, and he's a close friend. And so I said, so, what's going to make 2019 better? And he said, oh, of course, I've learned some lessons. I'm not going to repeat them, so yeah, 2019 has to be better, because, I got burnt and I learned, not to repeat the same things. And of course, not to press him, you can't be, not every conversation is a coaching, teaching opportunity. So I don't want to, push this guy. I don't know the details of what he went through, so I don't want to, step in his thing. But I just said, as long as you have a plan and you're going to work that plan in 2019, I believe, things will be as you want them to be. Because many times we have great intentions, but we don't have a plan to work out those great intentions to manifest into, returns in our lives. And so amp up your knowledge. Shadow someone if you have to, get a coach if you have to. I'm not trying to sell Womanaire, although I am trying to sell Womanaire. I'm just saying you can do this with anyone else. Get a coach, get a mentor. The benefit of what they have gone through, the benefit, the wisdom, the lessons learned, the pitfalls, everything else, they come packaged ready to invest in you, to develop you, to deposit into you. That is one way of amping your knowledge. Free resources, thank God for the internet. YouTube and blogs and newsletters, and somebody is just doing a weekend run for something. They're doing something for 5 days. Subscribe, learn from that. You have opportunities to volunteer somewhere. You'd be surprised how much you learn. Not necessarily because you're being paid, not because you have this, job description that's just right for what you want, but you're going to an area. I just actually got off a conversation with somebody who's watching right now, and they were telling me that their experience where they are, it wasn't necessarily because they're really crazy about the job, but they knew what they would get exposed to. And so there's certain areas that they wanted to grow in, certain competencies that they wanted to grow in, and this provided the opportunity. So she took on this role, not just because she could technically do, not even because she wants, her career trajectory is taking her there, but because the rigors of this job, the competencies that she would be exposed to, the challenges, the complexity, of her role will have her grow. Number 4 secret to success for you, Womanaire, is amp up your knowledge. And there is no excuse. You don't even have to pay for most of what people have just generously put out on the internet. Get what you need in personal development, in career progression. I mean, there are even templates for CVs, cover letters. Yes, I'm saying it. Yes, I offer it as a service. But you should know, you can get these templates for free. I'm releasing a book next weekend, and I just asked someone, I said, so what are you using, what template? And they're all these templates, and they're free. You could have your book ready for the 1st of January if you're into writing. There's so many resources, so many avenues that can help us amp up our knowledge so that we are relevant. We can hit the ground running in 2019. And we can show that despite the setback, whatever transition you've been through, whether it's raising a family, whether you're in between jobs, whether you got into entrepreneurship, you want to go back into employment, or vice versa, whatever it is that got to you, and maybe you lost a little confidence, you don't feel you're so powerful and so relevant anymore, you would find that you're even more so because you built a culture of learning and growing as you go. So know your why. Number 1, why are you doing this? Number 2, remember your patterns so that you don't repeat them. Number 3, make up your mind. Unless you make up your mind, this will be just another wish, another dream somehow, even if it's a vision. Make up your mind. You are investing in yourself. You're worth investing. Take the first step and other things will align. And then number 4, amp up your knowledge. People will not take you on out of sympathy. Oh, wow, okay, you've been out of the game, okay. You need to hit the ground running, meaning that you come in, you look, you speak, you perform. Everything around you says, you know what? She may have been out of the game, but the game's still in her. She still got game. Oh, I like that. Maybe I should have said Womanaire still got game. Womanaire, you need to hit the ground running. And you have everything at your disposal to do that. So invest in yourself. And one of the areas, of course, I would say that to invest in yourself is take the Womanaire 4-week transformational experience. You're going to restore your confidence. You're going to refine your competencies. It will be a chance for you to rebrand yourself in the market. How you like me now? You thought I was out of it. How you like me now? And restore those connections so that no matter what your transition was like, you can come back and not having missed a step. Hit the ground running and be the difference you're supposed to be in your sphere of influence. Have a wonderful day. It's Christmas tomorrow, so I'll come out with a Christmas special. Much love to everybody. Thank you, Esther, Grace, and Kuzi, for the support for coming on right now. All right, until tomorrow, have a wonderful day. And you know what? Just take these notes down. By the way, I have another freebie surprise for you. I'll let you guys know in the new year. Much love. Take care. Bye.